Hello worldo, this is Wolfstar Games and welcome back to more Robotics Notes DaSH. Last time we got a game plan together with the festival for the robot phase, and I assume we're going to be implementing that before too terribly long here.
It's
like Juna and Airi are amped up.
そうと決まれば時間はありません。おのおの決められた作業に移ってください。
了解。
It's like in amongst there, they have a very monotone voice of Frau's, which was just such a stark contrast between her and Airi and Juna. That just made me laugh. Ah! The robot clinic.
ロボ用のバズーカか。確かに在庫はある。よく覚えてたな。最近あまり顔を出さないくせに。
ごめん、ドク。
へ、まあいい。持ってきな。
Oh, he just has one already.
ありがとう。
Doc was as gruff as ever, but he looked happy to me. He is who he is. But it's like it's always good to see him. And while we're in here, from Robo Doctor behind Akio's head, availability varies depending on current workload. Right, of course. And oh, that's right, I haven't gotten Doc's tag yet. Robot Doctor. To display a more detailed profile, please send a request for approval. Just Robot Doctor. That's all you need to know about Doc. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Is there gonna be anything new with Tweepo? Oh! I'm trying to remember my voice for Doc. Seriously, everyone is just using me as they want. That's what they think of old people. Not sure if that's the right voice, but it's been a long time. But if they didn't invite me to something fun, I'd be pissed off. However, that guy from Tokyo, he knows what's up, Daru. I won't tell him though. Why? Why would he tell Daru? Let's see. Yeah, this looks new. Tomorrow the festival will be halfway done. I've been working every day and it doesn't feel like it. Is this really okay? Totally okay. Working is important too. Yes. That's true, but... sorry, but can the members of the Robot Club come to the front of the stage tomorrow morning? I wonder what this is about. Huh. Something going on? Yeah. What are you planning? He has some kind of game plan, right? Of his own? We'll save that for tomorrow. Okay. A little cryptic, but okay. Can I join too? Of course. Of course. Of course. It would always help to have more cute girls around. Just as long as there's cute girls, Daru is a-okay. I got permission for lunch, so I can make it. Awesome. Understood. I kind of need to change my Juna voice a little bit, seeing that she's, more confident in her speech. I was devoting myself to thin books and look at the time. Nope. So you're not coming, okay? A call out on a day like this? Really? Oh, wall punch. Wall punch. Wall punch. Good morning. After today, the festival will be halfway done. The robot phase will start tomorrow. So tonight there will be fireworks. Please come and watch. Wait, why not? Why not? Okay, so we're kind of going back and forth between perspectives here?
ジュナさん、袖の部分はこれでいいんでしょうか？あ、はい。見せてもらってもいいですか？はい、あれ？
Like, what'd you do, ID?
アイリさん？自分のお洋服も一緒に縫い込んじゃいました。
Oh, is that all? I mean, we can solve that easily.
慌てなくていいから、もう一度ゆっくりやりましょう。ね。
Yeah. It's like Judith gets it. Have I looked in here yet? I can't remember. I thought I had Irie's tag already. She's 24, but she looks 14. Is Irie the only geotag?
はい。右腕はこれで大丈夫なはず。
ですね。となると古氷。
Frau's hair is a little darker in color in here. That's interesting. Wake up, Frau.
大きなあくびだな。作業は終わったのか？
I'm guessing not.
さっきから私の横で寝てますが何か。
It's been sleeping beside you?
は？
とっくにできてるって意味だろ、上皇。
Okay, she is done. It's like that was a little slightly confusing. SMH, internet slang used in the 2000s. It means to point out the obvious, mostly used by high schoolers.
銃を撃つモーションはスナイデルのを流用したんで。
そうか。さすがだな。じゃあ早速ダウンロードさせてもらおう。
And that's why she's tired. She's been up late working on it, of course. I guess we're not switching perspectives. For a second there, I thought we were. You know, like we were gonna go like back and forth between like here and the Robo Clinic. Robo Clinic? Robot Clinic.
いいチームだね。
Well, I guess this is the first time since the very beginning of the game that we've seen Daru's model. I swear he looks, stockier and a little more slim in this game compared to then in Steins Gate. Before I realize it, Hashida-san is standing beside me, watching everyone work.
まあね。
It's like, what do you mean you guess so, Kaito? Of course you have a great team here. It's a little embarrassing to be told that to my face, but I don't really mind.
ところで、橋田さんがやろうとしてたのは何なの?
Yeah. It's like, what's your game plan, Daru?
ちょっとね。
Just a little something? Like, what is this little something? Please, tell us. It's like, question mark over my head?
ヤシオ先輩、こちら一通り調整終わったので試してもらえますか?
It's like Subaru here barking orders like a drill sergeant.
オッケー。
いよいよだね。
It's time already, alright. Apparently, Candy-san went and announced today's event immediately after the trial run. There's a surprising amount of people gathered at the venue.
種子島技イカ鉄砲祭りへお越しの皆様、まもなく火縄銃保存会による種子島火縄銃試射を行います。
And Michi is the MC? As the crowd gathers, the staff members of the Society for the Preservation of Matchlock Guns are already standing by, lined up with guns in their hands. And in the center of it all,
今回はなんと種子島が誇る中種ロボ部による種子島新産会が飛び入り参加することとなりました。
yeah! Huh. Okay, so it's like a little mini bazooka. Our Tanagashi Machine 3 Kai stands proudly amongst the members of the society.
皆様、お手持ちのポケカンをかざしてご覧ください。
Prompted by Michi's recommendation, the crowd pulls out their phone droids and looks at the lineup through them. It's like, there's a lot of hubbub. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. As seen through the phone droids, Gunvarel is standing there with matchlock gun in hand. The crowd starts to cheer loudly. Yeah! I guess that's not very loud, but
それでは保存会の方々、お願いします。
And so the members of the Preservation Society use what's called a ramrod to load gunpowder into their guns before placing the igniters into the pans.
構え。
Then they load a lit rope onto the serpentine and aim their gun.
かい。
Yes? Following along with their motions, I make an input into the kill ballad system. That's right, we got a tip for kill ballad online, but not for the system itself. a control system mimicking the control method used in Kill Ballad Online, created by a Kojiro Frau factory. Tanagashi Machine 3 Kai, Super Gun Build 1, and Gun Build 2 also use this system. Oh! It's like there was a very audible "oh" in there. It's like ooh. The festival grounds erupt into a buzz once more. The honorary prez strikes a bazooka firing pose. Meanwhile, the life-size Gunvarel also aims his gun impressively. And then... triggers are pulled and the sounds of loud gunshots fill the air. And they actually fire. Like, I could just imagine having to be one of the voice actors to voice like a crowd of people just oohing and awing. I mean, someone has to do it. I mean, multiple people have to do it, but it's like, just when it's like subdued like this, it's just kind of, it sounds kind of funny. Just, ooh, and not like, well, yeah! The collaboration between the Society for the Preservation of Matchlock Guns and the Honorary Prez ends in success. The spectators cheer as the festivities get started. Yeah! Seemed to go over really well. Daru. Alright. Akitan raises her bottle of ska up high and the Robot Club members follow suit, bumping each other's cold beverages together before chugging them down. I seriously want to know if something like this skull drink exists in real life, because I want to try one. An old man, not an old woman, Juna? Everyone looks happy and satisfied after a long day of work. For a second there, I forgot who I was voicing.
おかしいな。
もしかして例の妄想を投影する装置のこと？
Oh yeah. It would be just easier to call it the was it the N4 device instead of electromagnetic I can't say it again. Irradiation device. It'd be so much easier just to call it the N4. But yeah, that device.
本当なら今頃僕の考えたイベントで会場は大盛り上がりのはずだったんだけど。
Your homegrown idea. What is this idea you have, Daru? Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way.
やっぱりそんなの無理なんじゃないの？
そうかな。
It's possible that my delusions were a little over the top. I mean, delusions, perversions. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Plus, if my theory is wrong, all of my future plans are going to fall apart. Which means I should probably try fantasizing about something more realistic. Like what? Let's see. For example...
でもこの名誉部長もまたみんなの前に出られてよかったよ。
It's been a long time since we've used them. Yeah, super long time. I mean, not since, like, the Robo 1 tournament in the first game, right?
そうだね。
For example, one of Tanigashii Machine 3 Kai suddenly multiplied into 3 separate units. Huh, into 3? Okay, so what, like the torso would be one unit, the legs would be another, or am I thinking about that too literally? I'm not sure. Daru? What's wrong, buddy?
あれ？どうしたんですか、アキオさん。おかしいな。名誉部長が3体あるように見える。
It worked!
部長先輩、あなた疲れてるのよ。
いえ、私にも見えます。私も。
どうなってるんだこれは。
あれ？やっぱり1体だ。
It only worked briefly? Why did it only work briefly? It's almost like a newfound power of Daru's. And I don't know, maybe he can control it to where he can not think about it so hard and just for things to manifest naturally without thinking too hard about it. It's like some kind of a superpower that you know, like a superhero would have or something. This isn't enough. I guess the delusions have to be more filled with romanticism or they won't last long. More filled with romanticism. I mean, that's a theory. And while the first 3 instances were exactly that, they did last for quite a while until we had to turn them off. So he might be onto something there. That being said,
やっぱり僕の思った通りのようだ。
橋田さん、それじゃあ今のは例の。
yes, it was. I take a small gadget out from my pocket and smirk. What does he have?
たまや
Well, fire in the hole! Like, ooh, fireworks! Giant colorful flowers bloom in the night sky. Since the robot phase is finally starting tomorrow, today's fireworks are even more elaborate than the previous ones. It's understandable, given this is also meant as a redo of the fireworks show from the eve of the festival. Kimijima Ko's sudden appearance back then meant that the show got cancelled midway through. Oh, it did. I didn't really get that feeling that it got cancelled. I can tell that they really put their all into this particular show. They're trying to outdo themselves. And trying to make things even more spectacular and more exciting, I guess. It also symbolizes how much effort has been put into the robot phase of the festival.
それにしてもすごい人だよね。
ほんと、いつもの鉄砲祭りも結構な人が集まるけど、それの比じゃないね。
There's a lot more people than before.
さすが技イカだけはあるっつうことか。
I thought the gun phase attracted a big crowd, but this doesn't even compare. I guess people would be more excited for the robots than for the guns. I mean, personally, I would want to go to the gun phase more than... the robot phase. Personally, I would want to go to the robot phase way more than the gun phase. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that all attention on the island is directed at this festival.
さて、あとは本当に橋田さんの予想通りかどうかだけど。
いや、多分間違いない。
The revived Kimijima Ko seems to be enjoying this festival a great deal. So far, yeah. Especially with the shenanigans he's caused. Although I guess it's also partly because of Daru's perversions, but still. I suspect that the new Kimijima Ko really likes receiving attention. So what, he's become an attention hog? That doesn't seem like him, really. I mean, I say that, but, you know, it's like he wants, like, he wanted world domination in the first game, basically. And that doesn't exactly scream to me attention hog. If he wanted world domination, he wouldn't put himself forefront in everyone's minds. I mean, and that's really why I feel that he used, Misane to great effect in the first game, because all the attention was put onto her and not him. So, yeah, it's like calling Kimijima an attention hog just doesn't really fit to me. Otherwise, he wouldn't go out of his way to put on such a spectacle of an entrance. I guess that does also beg the question of why is he being an attention hog now? It's like, what about this Kimijima is different exactly? It's like, is he a completely different person? Is someone using his data to project themselves through Kimijima's data? I mean, I may be reading too far into it, but I can't help it. Which brings us to today. Everyone's attention is going to be gathered right here.
彼が事を起こすとすれば、この日以外にはないはず。何か？
ナエさんがさ、橋田さんを信頼してる理由、ちょっと分かった気がする。
It's like Daru is a trustworthy guy when you get him going. And when you really start to get to know him. And, you know, Nae and Daru have known each other for a very long time. So, like, Nae growing up knowing him would eventually come to trust him more than, you know, when she was a little girl. So it makes sense in my head, at least.
もしかして僕褒められてる?
Yes.
そういうことはさ、自分で判断してよ。
I'd say so. He says with a smile. It wouldn't hurt him to at least be a little honest sometimes. Yeah. It's like he doesn't really open himself up to be honest, not just to the people around him, but also to himself.
ま、でもこの程度で終わりだと思ってもらっちゃ困るのだぜ。
When I pull out a small pocket-sized gadget from my pocket, Yashio-kun peeks over at it. What is that? I mean, it looks kind of like a pocket watch, just without the, you know, chain. Kind of looks like one, but at the same time it doesn't. What is this? I mean, maybe it is made from a pocket watch. And he just, you know, completely took, like he completely took a pocket watch and made it into something else.
本当にそれであの装置から出る電磁波を特定できるの?
Can it do that?
そのための実験だったって言ったろ?
Alrighty, let's try it. Full disclosure, the reason why I experimented with Tanegashi Machine 3 Kai this afternoon was to find out the wavelength of the electromagnetic waves. Alright, let's see if it works. Now that we know that the electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment version 2.0, still too long of a name, broadcasts one delusion over electromagnetic waves, if we can identify the source of the signal, we can retrieve the actual device. Sounds good. As long as we do that, it's game over for Kimijima Co. Well, let's see if we can pull off a miracle. We did last game. There shouldn't be much that Kimijima Co. can do without the equipment. Emphasis on shouldn't. Having said that, I put this thing together with the minimal amount of parts I could procure from Doc. So in all honesty, I don't expect much out of it in terms of performance. Have a little more faith, Daru, come on. Heck, I can't even pick up on the electromagnetic waves coming from the Matchlock robot. It requires a much stronger signal in order to identify the frequency. Oh. And this little gadget can only produce a signal that's strong enough in order for it to pick anything up that it can pick up. Right? It's like it can only take so much of a signal. It can only pick up so much of a signal Okay, well, hopefully you'll be able to pick up a signal enough to where we can identify the frequency? Just a little bit, maybe? And guess what? This afternoon, thanks to that one case, I was able to capture the frequency of the signal. Oh, he was? Okay. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to track down the signal source, but that's fine. In other words, in order to track down the signal source, some other big things needs to happen. That, or we make them happen ourselves. Oh. So, if this doesn't work, we have to, like, do it manually? In so to speak, anyway, I guess?
でもさ、いくらなんでもそのデザインはないんじゃない？
What's wrong with the design, Kaito?
なんで？ドラゴンサーチャーみたいでかっこいいじゃん。
Dragon Searcher? What? Dragon Searcher. Fiction. An item that shows up in an extremely popular shonen manga, Dragon Ring. A device that helps you find the 7 rings that summon a dragon who can grant any wish. Any wish, really. That's too powerful of a ring. Well, or 7 rings, I should say. I mean, that would be more powerful than Genie from Aladdin. I mean, Genie can only grant 3 wishes, and he has a limitation on what wishes you can actually wish for. So, a dragon who can grant any wish, that is definitely more powerful. All right. I feel like I'm in a submarine with this sound effect.
みたいっていうか、そのまんまなんだけど。
いいの。みたいなものから入るのが僕らの伝統なんだから。
僕ら？
ん？ま、こっちの話。
Why? Yashio-kun's phone droid starts ringing. Like, hello?
アキちゃんからだ。アキちゃん、そっちはどう？
スタンバイ OK。他のみんなはいつでも平気だよ。
見せてもらおうか。連邦のモビルマシンの性能とやらを。
The Federation? What, Frau?
準備できました。いつでもどうぞ。
Considering the trend we've seen so far, the electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment is likely hidden near a base station. I asked the Robot Club members to stand by at locations that seem suspicious within those areas.
橋田さん、みんな立ち位置についたみたい。
OK。そんじゃそろそろ始めようか。
My first move is to activate the Delusion Searcher, a.k.a. the DS version 1.00.
よし、動作正常。
Yashio-kun peeks at DS version 1.00's screen.
何も反応ないみたいだけど。
He really likes to use that naming a style. Version whatever number point whatever number.
そりゃそうだよ。まだ電磁波は照射されてないんだからね。
The electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment version 2.0 fires electromagnetic waves in response to strong delusions. Which means all I need to do is... do what?
そんじゃ妄想するお。
Time to fantasize. It's like, let me put on my fantasizing bunny ears, see if I can pick anything up. I begin to craft a vivid image in my mind. Something I want to happen. Also, this is a first. Narration from a character where he comes out from behind that first person POV and come to the forefront. That's interesting. I've never seen that before, and I'll probably never see that again in anything else. The more robust my delusions, the stronger the electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment version 2.0 will respond. Why are you laughing, Daru?
ちょっと橋田さん、真面目にやってよ。
失礼な。僕は至って真面目だお。
Not always, Daru.
いや、傍から見てるととてもそうは見えないんだけど。
That's the nature of the game. the nature of this game. I have to fantasize about something right now. It's like, don't bother me with my perversions. How can anybody fantasize with a straight face? I'm sure plenty of people can, actually. Well, I guess some people can do it, but I'm sure as heck can't. But I sure as heck can't.
まったく、ヤシオキュンのせいで精神が乱れたじゃん。最初からやり直しだよ。
そいつはどうも。
It's like, you're welcome. It's like, now start over. Get to it. It's like, Kaito is just so, like, nonchalant and is kind of brushing this off. It's like, come on, Kaito. Be a little more supportive of Daru.
カイ、どうかしたの？
いや、なんでも。悪いけど、もうちょっと待ってて。
I focus my mind once again. And I fill it with bunnies. I couldn't resist. I fill it with tremendous fantasies. It's like Kaito's getting uncomfortable. It's like, I really do wonder what Daru is trying to fantasize about, especially with him laughing like that. Daru?
おかしい。
え？
反応しない。
Like, damn it, my bunny ears aren't picking up anything. What's going on? I fantasize with all my might. It's like, is one of my bunny ears lopsided? My fantasies were so raunchy that I couldn't possibly show them to anyone else. And yet the searcher isn't displaying a single dot. His fantasies were so raunchy. What the hell was he thinking?
もう一回やってみたら？
Or fantasizing.
そうね。うん。頑張ってみる。
It's like, I'll give my bunny ears the best I can. Give them the... I know I'm just being silly, but I'm in a silly mood. Focus. Focus.
いくぜー。究極まで高まれ。俺の中のコスモよ。
My Cosmo? Sorry, Cosmo Kramer's not gonna show up.
ふおー。
To anyone else around them, this would probably be a little weird to them, to say the least.
ふむ。ダメみたいです。
ちょっと！
It's like, Daru's trying. How weird.
サーチャーが壊れてるってことはないんだと思うんだよね。
And it can't be that my Cosmo is too weak. So if nothing is happening right now, that means the output device isn't responding either.
ダメって、じゃあどうするの？
どうしよう。その場合を考えてなかったお。
Daru, you should always have a plan B.
そんな無責任な。
いや、そもそも僕はどっちかっていうと開発側の人間であって作戦立案には向いてないんよ。
だからって。
ねえ、カイ、そっちどうなってるの？装置の場所は分かった？
We're having technical difficulties.
アキちゃん、それがさ。
It's like Daru's bunny ears are on the fritz.
皆さん、お待たせしました。
We turn to face the direction of the voice and find Candy-san on stage. The Robot Phases pre-show is about to begin.
橋田さん。
Yashio-kyun looks at me with nagging eyes. Right, if my predictions hold true.
先週は思わぬハプニングがありましたが、再びここにこうして祭りの開催を祝えるのはひとえに島民の皆様のおかげであります。
Why are we so close to Sumio and looking up at him like this? It makes me a little uncomfortable.
それではこれより第1回和細化鉄砲祭り鉄砲サイドの盛況とロボットサイドの開始を祝って
Of course, Kimijima rears his ugly head. unsurprisingly. Just as Candy-san is about to shout at the top of his lungs, an equally loud and grandiose laugh cuts him off. We all know exactly who this voice belongs to. And this means that my predictions were correct.
Kimijima-ko.
Way up there in the sky, like a little dot in the sky, a little star.
どうだったかな？ここ数日の出来事は楽しんでもらえたかな？
そりゃもう。
I guess Daru did.
そうかい。そいつは良かったよ。だとしたら僕もわざわざ復活してこんな島組んだりに現れた甲斐があるというものだ。
Revive yourself? Exactly how are you going to revive yourself? Your data. Kimijima Koshi's lips form a heartfelt smile. It kind of reminds me of the sort of innocent smile I might see on a child's face.
でもね、お遊びの時間はここまでだ。
どうするつもり？
決まっている。こうするのさ。
As if to call for a waiter, Kimijima Ko snaps his finger. Yeah, I snap with my third finger. I know it's not normal, but I get more sound from snapping my third finger than with my middle finger. And that's on both hands. Suddenly there's a small vibration beneath our feet. An earthquake? No. The people here for the festival have been totally fooled by the silliness of everything that has happened over the past several days. To them, that thing in the sky is just another prop. Except it isn't. But they just don't know that. But it's not. Ever since Kimijima Koshi appeared that day, it's just been sitting up there, motionless.
真っ白黒棒。
That's right. Kimijima Ko created that robot. Did we really think this story was going to come to an end without it doing anything? I mean, I figured it would do something eventually. We have a Kimijima problem over here. But Yashio-kyun doesn't respond, instead continuing to stare at the matchlock robot. Perhaps he's being reminded of the nightmare that occurred 6 months ago. Maybe.
橋田さん、サーチャーの反応は？
The DS version 1.00 isn't responding to anything.
ダメだ。
どういうこと？
もしかしたらチャンネルを変えられたのかも。
I guess Kimijima would be able to do that with anything technical.
チャンネル？
電磁波といったって波長は様々だお。いわばラジオみたいなもん。
Right. That too.
チャンネルを変えれば別の局の放送が流れる。でもそのチャンネルに合わせてないと受信はできない。
Oh man, for some reason that with talking about like different radio channels, this is making me think of the movie Frequency. which is a great movie. I really recommend it. The searcher I built was MacGyvered with junk parts. MacGyvered. One of my favorite shows. The original, not the remake. It's not capable of adjusting to sudden changes in channels. In other words, as long as Kimijima Co. is using the current frequency to send out electromagnetic waves, my DS won't be able to detect it.
こいつ動くぞ。
That sounded like Subaru. It sounded like his voice actor.
すげえ!
The people who still think this is all part of the show start cheering for this sudden turn of events. Kimijima Co. observes all of this with a twisted smirk on his face.
まだこれを祭りの一環だと思っている愚か者たちに面白いものを見せてあげよう。
Kimijima Co. lightly lifts his right hand. And the very next moment, what was that? The Matchlock robot's core shines and deploys a single ray of light. Okay, what's this single ray of light gonna do exactly? That sounds like an explosion. Oh! A ferry stationed at the port observes the light head on and explodes into a huge ball of flames, sending waves crashing every which way. Jesus. Okay, well. The Matchlock robot is definitely not just for show. Good lord. I sincerely hope there weren't too many people on board there.
Eh?
The blast wave of hot air smashes against the crowd, forcing them to realize that this is not, in fact, part of the festival. Yeah, Kimijima means business now. Silence. Then, utter panic. Oh god. Nice image. The festival grounds are engulfed by screams of terror at the sight of the devastation. People in the crowd shove each other as they try to escape and head for the exit.
落ち着いて、あれは幻覚のはずだ。
I mean, it has to be, right? I mean, the boat's not real, right? It's not a real boat. If it's not a real boat, how can we get them to see that it's an illusion?
皆さん、落ち着いてください。落ち着いて。
It goes without saying that our cries fall upon deaf ears. The crowd continues to push its way toward the exit.
まずい。このままじゃ大事故が起きる。
Something already awful did kind of happen, even if it is an illusion. Damn it! I knew that Kimijima Co. would make a move today. And even then, Even then what?
くそ、せめてガンつく案があれば。
Unfortunately, said gun build 1 is standing on the festival grounds, still heavily damaged. There's no way it can move as is. Yeah.
橋田さん、なんとかならないの？
Is there anything we can do? What can I do? What can we do? Maybe, just maybe. If we can at least disrupt the electromagnetic waves it's sending out. I mean, that's a thought, stopping the electromagnetic waves. Looks like it's time to bet all my chips. Time to take a big gamble. I hope you're a betting man, Daru.
ヤシオキュン、ロボ部のみんなとの通信はつながってる？
うん。
アキタン、ジュンタン、フラウタン、アイリタン、ナエタン、みんな聞こえる？
橋田さん、そっちどうなってるの？
こっちは君島港のせいでちょっと大変なことになってる。
大丈夫なんですか？
It's like, we're okay. Everyone else is panicking.
あんまり大丈夫じゃないかも。
どういうことだってばよ。
君島港は今この祭りを台無しにしようとしてる。
Again?
いんや、それだけじゃない。このままじゃ会場がさらにパニックになって怪我人が出るかもしれない。
And we'd be lucky if that's the worst of it. If we can't distinguish between illusion and reality, even a virtual incident might become reality. Like that, I kind of shudder to think about it like that. Ooh. If my brain believes that I've sustained a heavy injury, even if I didn't get hurt in real life, my physical body may still sustain damage. All going back to the idea of the placebo effect. And if that damage is big enough, it could lead to death.
止める方法はあるんですか？
ある。でもそれには君たちの協力が必要なんだ。
協力？教えて、何をすればいい？うちらにできることなら何だってする。みんなも協力するよね。もちろんです。私にできることでしたら。しょうがないんや。
僕にも何かできることがあれば。
あ、スバル君は結構です。
それで何をすればいいんですか？
Anything you can, really.
よし、みんな今から僕が言うことをよく聞いて。これから
はあ？何それ？今そんなことしてる場合じゃないじゃん。
It's like, just go with it, Akiho. Come on.
そうですよ。何言ってるんです？
あえて言おう。カスであると。
そもそもどうしてそんなことを？
説明してる時間はないよ。とにかく今は僕を信じて言うことを聞いて。
It's like, come on, guys. Just trust him. It's like, I feel like we're running out of time.
いや、いくらなんでも。
グリポン。
Too OP. I mean, maybe, but we gotta try. Damn, I knew it.
みんな聞いて。
はい。
確かに橋田さんの言ってることはバカみたいだけどさ、試してみる価値はあると俺は思う。
It's like, at this point, their best option is to just try and do what they can do to try and stop Kimijima. Even if it may be utterly impossible, they have to try.
よしおきゅん、
とにかく今は他に手はないんだ。だから
やるよ。
アキタン、
先輩、正気ですか？
だってカイがそう言うんだもん。
アキちゃん、
私もやります。ナエ様まで。
At two.
だって私も橋田さんを信じてますから。
It's like Nae has his back. Naitan. Oh crap. If I didn't have a wife or a daughter, I legit might have fallen in love with you right now.
橋田さん、あれ
Just as I hear Yashio-kyun's sharp voice, another bright ray of light flashes through the night sky and... the sound of an explosion hits our ears.
どうだい、楽しみから一転恐怖の底に落とされる気分は。
早く逃げよう。危ない。
This is bad. We don't have time.
みんなお願いだお、僕を信じて。
Like, come on, guys. Just trust him. It's like, we need to get rid of this matchlock robot. That sound effect. What just happened?
わかりました。私も橋田さんにかけます。
Juntan.
私もやります。
みんな、よし、みんなの力をオラに分けてくれ。
それじゃあみんな準備はいい？行くよ。
Just watch this, Kimijima go. Don't underestimate me.
僕はダルザスーパーハッカー。
Yes. Yes, you are.
狂気のマッドサイエンティストのフェイバリットライトアームにして変態紳士だ。
Add that.
検温の時間だよ。
What? It's time to take our temperature?
うん。
それよりも先にお体拭きましょうね。
Juna, don't say that to Daru.
むむむ。
デレデレしちゃってみっともないです。
ねえ。
リンゴ剥いてあげちゃいますね。
What's going on?
ね。駐車できないじゃない。
Has all the girls just become like Daru's harem? It's like that's Kaito's harem, Daru. It's like get your own harem.
ヤシオ先輩。
Not Daru. Subaru is unaffected.
何？
こんなので本当に君島公を止めることができるんですか？
ちょっと自信なくなってきた。
It's like I guess someone has to question it.
そんな。
二人ともちょっと黙っててよ。邪念が混ざる。
It's like let Daru focus, guys.
ああ。
A little bit more. Just a little more.
ちょっとお熱があるみたいだね。どれどれ？
What was that?
もう少し。
あ、背中大きいんですね。男の人って感じがして素敵です。
Okay.
もう少しで。
What are these flashes?
ちょっと痛いかもしれないけど我慢しなさいよね。
What is this supposed to be here?
はい、リンゴ剥けましたよ。あーんしてください。
Daru looks euphoric.
トイレその辺ですればいいでしょ。
I'm not gonna touch that one.
来い。
Oh my god. Okay, so these flashes are supposed to be inside his head. And okay, I get it now. Oh my god. Okay.
あれおかしいな。なんだか熱っぽいよ。
Still, the girl, Daru can have Nae, but everyone else is Kaito's. It's like that's his harem, not Daru's.
しばらくこうしていてもいいですか？
Oh my god. I just noticed Juna has her hand up Daru's shirt.
来た。
ほら、これでもう大丈夫だから。早く元気になりなさいよね。
It's like slowly, this image is being more becoming more clear. Oh man. I hope this works.
あ、もうほっぺについてますよ。いけない子ですね。
来たぞ。来た。
What's happening?
ほれ、シビン、見ててやるからそこですれば。
見えた
I've got a complete mental image just now of all the girls being his harem and just at his beck and call. Oh my lord. This is gonna be what works. Oh man. This game. This is not how I thought this game would go. Come on, get in there.
届いてくれ僕の妄想よ
さてお次は
It's like, do you feel a disturbance in the forest, Kimijima? The matchlock robot begins to tremble amidst its chaos making.
Hashida-san!
One more push.
No!
Oh my god. Suddenly, the people fleeing stop in place to look up at the image that has replaced the matchlock robot. And the image is of him. This is so bizarre. When confronted with the unknown, humans typically fall silent. The chaos that had just engulfed the festival grounds was instantly silenced, like a candle being blown out. Amidst such silence,
ほら、いい子だから服はだけて。今度は前の方拭きましょうね。
oh my lord. Is it hot in me? Is it hot in me? Is it hot in here, or is it just me? Oh my god. What I almost said.
わかったわよ。痛いの、痛いの、飛んでけ。これでいい？取れましたよ。
Okay, Nae kissed him?
ほら、どうした？犬のようにしなさいよ。
Oh my god. With Frau, it's just like dirty. The Robot Club members appear above the festival grounds due to my fantasizing. Their voices echo throughout the festival area.
なんだこれは
It's like Kimijima is just now flustered and doesn't know what to do, right?
橋田さんの妄想がお前のデータをジャミングしたんだよ、君島子。
I guess what works. Jamming. To temporarily disrupt radio communication and radar in the area by sending out strong radio interferences. That's right. If Kimijima Co. is still using the same electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment version 2.0, it should still be able to receive delusions. Music is really ramping up here. The reason why the matchlock robot appeared is because the data that Kimijima Co. created was more realistic than anyone's fantasies. realism versus fantasy. It's funny how I kind of talked about that earlier in the in another episode, and it's funny that it's just kind of coming back in this way. Oh my god, that's kind of funny. So I thought to myself, if I can provide the device an even stronger, more realistic fantasy, maybe I can jam the pre-existing data. Okay, so it's fighting realistic fantasy with just pure fantasy? Yeah. Now that I think about it that way, it's like pure fantasy would be stronger. Man, this game is really surprising me. Call it delusional hacking. Delusional hacking, I like that. And hacking is the name of my game. Yes, it is. That said, this was a huge gamble. What a gamble to take. And seeing that Daru is the super hacker, as Okabe puts it, it's like only Daru would be able to pull this off. Oh, wow. I didn't have 100% confidence in it, but...
バカな。データよりも妄想の力が勝ったとでも言うのか。
Sorry, Kimijima. And if I'm able to hack the device with my fantasies?
これで送信チャンネルは僕の思い通りに操ることが可能になった。
This really is like he's developing his own superpower. And I guess he already has his superhero name, DaSH. More accurately, it means that I now have shared access to the fantasy in which I am able to take control of the broadcast channel of the device. Of course, that is a fantasy in and of itself. Still.
そうはさせるものか。
Well, too late, Kimijima. You're too late. Alongside his words, my enormous fantasy vanishes. So as not to let me take the upper hand, Kimijima-ko tries to overwrite my fantasy and send a new image over a different frequency. Oh. But that's exactly what I wanted. Really? Okay. It's like seeing that he didn't really divulge his plan to everyone. It's like, including me, the player. I'm like, this... It's like, what was his plan here exactly? What? This is exactly what he wanted? What's gonna happen here?
Yashio-kun!
分かってる。
According to a certain female expert of neuroscience, Kurisu, There are a limited number of electromagnetic waves frequencies that can affect the human brain. I guess both Daru and Kaito are channeling their own superpowers. This means that right now, he'll probably use the frequency that he'd been using until yesterday. If we can track it down, we can locate the signal source. The problem is that there's really only a split-second window available to us. Ooh, so they have to be quick. It's gonna come down to whether we can accurately pinpoint the signal within that time frame or not.
わかったよ。発信源が。
え、もう？マジで？早っ。
It's like, this is quite exciting. Wait, just cause we picked up the signal source doesn't mean we're done. It'll take time to find its exact location, duh. Yashio-kun looks pale as heck. What kind of trick did he use? His slow-mo?
それで発信源は？
スバル君。はい。
I can tell that on the other side of the phone droid, Subaru-kun is dashing in response to Yashio-kun's cry. The crowd erupts into screams. The Matchlock robot has appeared at the festival once again. The robot slightly changes direction. In its line of sight, a mob of festival goers. Oh no! Even if it's not real, what would happen if it were to attack them? I can only imagine what could happen.
まだか。
スバル君。ありました。今すぐ破壊して。これで。
Can Kaito use his slow-mo more easily and efficiently now? Because I assume that's what he is like doing, is activating his slow-mo. A sharp noise comes out from the phone droid. Almost simultaneously, Kimijima's gone. Just as the Matchlock robot was about to deploy its attack, it vanishes into thin air. It's replaced by the sight of a slightly fuller than half moon. It worked?
Yatta!
It's so quiet.
Kai?
やったよ！間に合った！
Phew! That was very exciting. Boy. Prompted by Yashio-kun's words, I hear the Robot Club members' cheers through the phone droid. Come to find out later, the electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment version 2.0 was inside the base location located right in between Minatemane and Nakatane. Kimijima Co. had rigged the base stations all over Tanegashima and was using them to spread electromagnetic waves across the island. Then, as one would gather, Kimijima Co., who had lost the effects of the electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment, disappeared. You alright, Kaito?
どうしたんヤシオキュン。
なんでもない。
I can sort of understand what Yashio-kyun is feeling. Kimijima-ko has been at the root of all this craziness over the last few days. But now that he's gone, just like that, there's also this odd sense of loneliness dwelling in our hearts. It's the same sort of feeling that comes after a festival wraps up. Fireworks! Fire in the hole! Their bright voices complement the flowery fireworks. Refreshingly pure voices without sorrow or pain. This marks the beginning of a festival that we can finally enjoy from the bottom of our hearts.
綺麗ですね。
うん。
それにしても参ったよ。会場に戻ってきたらみんなが変な目で見るんだから。本当です。すごく恥ずかしかったんですからね。
They were giving you weird looks because you appeared in the sky with Daru. Oh boy. If they had witnessed that, they would be mortified at what appeared. Oh boy.
させん。
Thanks to my delusions, Akitan and the others gained some momentary fame. I don't know if I would exactly call it fame. I honestly feel really bad about that.
まあ、でもそのおかげでサンジは免れたわけだし、今日は多めに見てあげるよ。
あざーす。
I don't want to imagine the scolding I would have gotten if we hadn't resolved this issue by now. Of course, that would be a gift in and of itself.
私、お腹が空いちゃいました。それじゃあ、みんなでたこ焼きでも買いに行きましょうか。
Takoyaki? It's like, I'm trying to remember what takoyaki is. It's like, I really would love to try some Japanese food.
賛成！
あそこのフランクフルトもうまそうだぞ。
ヤシオ先輩、メガネがフランクフルトをご所望です。
Frau, not that kind of sausage. Not that kind of sausage. Oh my lord. The image I just got in my head.
コナちゃん、なんで俺に言うの？
The Robot Club members each have a job to carry out moving forward. But I don't think anyone would complain if they forgot about them just for tonight.
どうしたんナエタン。
やっぱり、ダルおじさんはダルおじさんだなって。
Of course he hasn't.
はい？なんそれ？つうかその呼び方やめるって約束でしょう。
さあ、それより私たちも何か食べましょう。
おう。
I guess I'll enjoy the festival today too. I'll enjoy the air of Tanegashima, the island closest to space. I'll enjoy the heat on my skin. Our festival has only just begun.
カイトくん、大丈夫ですか?
After watching the fireworks and making our rounds looking at the stands, Nae-san brings over a cold bottle of Skull while we're taking a short break.
そっか、ナエさんにはバレてたか。
In that instant, I activated slow-mo in order to pinpoint the location of the electromagnetic wave signal source. I figured that's what he was doing. It's like, that's his superpower. A name for the condition Yashio Kaito incurred after the MF Anemone mass fainting incident. A condition that causes you to feel as though time moves slowly around you. It occurs when tired or under a major amount of stress. Since the sensation of 1 second passing feels like 30 seconds, it allows you to react at a high speed that a regular person could not. However, the body takes a heavy strain afterward. But it seems that Kaito is able to utilize his slow-mo now to where that doesn't affect him so heavily anymore. That's what it seems like anyway. I'm not sure if I intended to do it or if the electromagnetic waves had any effect, but we were able to track down the device because of it. And now I'm pooped. So it still does affect him, but I guess just not as much as it used to?
久しぶりだったからちょっと。でももう平気だよ。
That's good. Like, he hasn't completely, like, collapsed.
そう。
After receiving the skull from Nae-san, I chug it in one go. That's the good stuff.
それで、どうでした?
どうって?何が?
久しぶりにロボ部のみんなと過ごしてみて。
まあ、別に。だって、たった半年だし。
Yeah, only half a year.
そっか。確かに、若いあなたたちにとって、過去を懐かしむには、半年という時間は少し短いかもしれませんね。
It's like, wait until you're older. Nae-san whispers while looking straight up at the fireworks.
ナエさんだって十分若いでしょうに。
そうでしたね。つい、久しぶりに橋田さんに会ったせいかもしれませんね。
橋田さんね。
I mean, not since she came here, right?
確かに今回のことは橋田さんのおかげでなんとか解決はしたけどさ。でも俺にはまだナエさんがそこまで信頼を置く人には思えないんだよね。
でしょうね。
でしょうねって。
でも私はずっと見てきたから。あの人たちがどれだけの輝かしい時間を過ごして今に至ったのか。
あの人たち?
I never got an answer to that question. But the way Nae-san looked at Hashida-san with admiration left an impression on me. Her eyes were filled with a sense of yearning. Perhaps Nae-san wasn't just seeing Hashida-san. Maybe she saw them along with him.
だからね、私はカイトくんにも大切にしてほしいんです。今こうして仲間たちと一緒にいられる時間を。
Yeah. It's like cherish the moments that are the most precious to you. And those memories will leave a long-lasting impression on you, even when you're older.
仲間たち。
そう。仲間たち。
At that moment, someone calls my name from a distance.
カイ、何してるの？
一人でそんなところにいないで、こっちに来たらどうです？
せっかくなんだから、みんなで回ろうよ。
Friends, huh?
聞こえねえのか。ナエ様から離れろって言ってんだよ。
The way Frau just came into frame, it's like, just slide right over. That looked just so funny. It's like,
お兄ちゃん、早く早く。ほら、いってらっしゃい。
I really like this image. That's really cute that Juna is like giving Frau a piggyback. It's like, I would give Frau a piggyback. And Heidi is so happy. And of course, Akio is as well. I love this image. Nae-san pushes me lightly on the back, encouraging me to run over to the crew. Does Nae-san see anything between us that she admires? Will we be able to cultivate that kind of relationship going forward? And then the thought runs through my mind. Maybe that's all up to this festival too. Phase ID menopause mesopause converter. I can't believe I just said menopause. That's not what I meant to say. My God. Well, I think with that, I will end it here for now. I mean, this was a very interesting turn of events, to say the least. Daru's fantasies jamming Kimijima's data. My God, this game is something else. And I'm in for it for the long haul. I mean, granted, I don't know how long this game is, but still, it's like, that was crazy, bizarre, but also amazing at the same time. We managed to do it. Managed to get rid of the robot, get rid of Kimijima for now, I guess. So, it's like, where do we go from here? I guess we'll find out eventually. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, comment, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.